know y'all see the title, man. Today we're gonna be talking about looks, attraction, appeal, and do they matter? Now, the reason I wanted to make this visual is because hey, on YouTube, y'all see I wear the ski mask, the glasses, the hat, you know what I mean? And most people come up here and they always ask me, they're like, yo, where you got the ski mask on, bro? Where you got glasses on? Where you got a hat, bro? Just show your face. It's often people that come on here and act like they know who I am, and it's kind of like a little bit confusing because why do how someone else look really matter, bro? That's one thing I'm gonna say first off before we get into it. It's like you gotta think about it. We are all made a certain way. God has given us a certain design, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And when we were all kids, you never really cared how somebody really looked, bro. Honestly, you had friends, you didn't care how they look. But I feel like looks is more like a superficial thing. What's going on, Marco? It's more like a superficial thing, man, that people use to kind of decide who they like or who they don't like. But the craziest part about that is like a person looks has nothing to do with you, bro. It has nothing to do with you. And when I say a person looks has nothing to do with you, it's like you have your own look. Another person has their look. I have my look. My look only benefits me, bro. Does that make sense? Your look only benefits you. Now, this is very important because, bro, there's people who's not gonna like the way I look, bro. There are people who love the way I look. Just like there's people who don't like the way you look, bro. And there's people who love the way you look. So it's really a superficial thing, but people are so obsessed with the look. Your look, how do you look? Hey, Helena, where you look? And bro, from my perspective, I'm very attractive, bro. At the end of the day, it's not something I say in arrogance, bro. But I've gotten compliments on how I look and what I look like. But on the flip side, there's people who don't think I'm attractive. So if you're just living life constantly obsessing over the look of others, it's like it's hard for you to see who's good or not, bro. You might see somebody who looks very attractive, but they might be the most horrible person in the world. So the moment you interact with this person, you're going off their looks like, oh my God, they're so attractive. And then you interact with them, that moment of interaction and they make you feel bad, dog, you're not even gonna be thinking about their looks. I'll be 1,000 with you. You're not gonna think about their looks. People have to get beyond what a person look like, man. Everybody has a unique design. You feel me? And shout out to Joey, man. Like for instance, bro, let's take a person out of the picture, right? I love using analogy to help people understand things. Let's take this water bottle. This water bottle has a look, right? Now this is Ice Mountain. You feel me? You might not like the look of how Ice Mountain does look. You might like the Saratoga or something, or you might like the Waikiki, but it all is about the function within the bottle. You get what I'm saying? It's about the function within the bottle because we can look at this bottle all day. What is that doing for our thirst? Nothing. We can admire the design, the sleekness, the grooves in the bottle. It does nothing for our thirst. The reason why we're attracted to the bottle is what's within the bottle. It's something within the bottle that we want, the water. Now you take that same analogy, you apply that to a person. Me as a person, you might like the way I look. You might not like the way I look, but how do I make you feel? Do I motivate you? Do I inspire you? Do I make you want to get on your game? Do I make you want to be a better person? That's what it's about. My functionality. Most people live in life over looks. They just see a person like, they're so attractive. But what does that do for you? Nothing, bruh. It does nothing for you. It don't improve your life. It don't get you further in life. You don't get more money. So it's very superficial, bro. Because the way I just used the analogy for a water bottle, me and you, all 7 of us, we walking down the street right now. We see a Lambo Urus, boom. A few of us might only like the Lambo Urus. I might be like, yo, that's the Urus, man. Yo, that's fire. Yo, that's lit. But y'all might like H-Cats. You know, I don't like saying the first part of that, but it's Mopar, H-Cats. You feel me? You might see an H-Car ride past, like, You're like, yo, you seen that H-Cat? And I'm like, man, H-Cat's cool, bro, but I wanted the Urus because we're not going to like every design. A look is just a unique design that someone has. Now, in this superficial world, it matters to certain people who are superficial, bro. There's been time, look, I went to an interview. People ain't really like the look, the way I look. They started saying certain things in the interview that kind of was like based off my look. I had this one lady, she was like, yo, you know, we got people here that be smoking in the back room. They drinking in the back room. And I don't look like I drink like that. I do nothing. But maybe I look like a party animal to her. Maybe I look like the guy that got all the drugs or something. You know what I mean? From my look. So I'm looking like, bro, I might not even want to work here. I don't went to other interviews. They rock with me. I ain't got to do nothing. They just want to know what time I want to work, this and that. So it's superficial, but people use that to determine who they like and who they don't like. And the reason why, listen, bro, a lot of y'all struggle with talking with women or to women is because y'all go off looks. And I used to go off looks. I'm going to be 1,000 with you. I had this shorty I really like, and she showed me something. Now, most guys, bro, when they get around a girl or they see a girl that's super attractive or female that's attractive, they're like, they literally like freeze up inside, like, oh my God, she's so fine. I can't talk to her. But this is a human being. This is a regular person. Their looks is only for them. Now, you looking at their looks and you're attracted to that, you're appealed to that, but now you're basing how you're supposed to act off of how this person looks. This is what I was doing with the girl I like. I had a crush on shorty, so when I hang out with her, I'm trying to have like the smoothest day, say the smoothest things, you know, like, and basically her looks was intimidating my true personality until I started chilling with her more and more. You know, then you start to loosen up. But in chilling with her at the time, I had about 3 whips. Now remember, me and her, we planned the night out. You know what I mean? We've been kicking it for a while. We finna go out, see what it's like chilling on the town. So, you know, I'm trying to make sure everything is right, man, with shorty, because I kind of, you know what it's like when you got a crush on a shorty. Shorty's gorgeous, beautiful. So it's like I get intimidated a little bit. You know what I mean? So the night out comes, bro. The craziest part is I had a truck, I had a retro van, then I had the spaceship. The spaceship was my baby. It was like my two-door coupe Benz. But my uncle, he was on some hating vibes. He messed it up intentionally. So I got it parked at the crib. Keep in mind, shorty got a boyfriend whole time, but she funny. They at the end of the things, you know what I mean? But I've been knowing her, you know what I mean? So we been friends, but it's like we been had connection, but we never just went through or whatever with the whole thing. So she come to the spot. We supposed to go out this night, but I can't take her in the spaceship. I want to impress this joint. I want to take her in the spaceship. Spaceship's not ready. So I had to take her in the retro van. Now the retro van was old reliable. You feel me? Old reliable. It was like a real retro van, bro. It was one of them vans. All you gotta do is change the oil, homie, put gas in there and keep the tires up, and you could ride that joint for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Toyota Sienna retro. So when shorty comes, she come nicely dressed. She like, yeah, go ahead and subscribe, Megatron. She like, we finna pull up in a retro van. She talking a little smack. So, you know, it's my crush or whatever, but I've been chilling with her for a while now. So I gotta at least say things as a leader that's gonna change her perspective. So I'm like, yeah, we could just say forget the van for real. And we could just walk down there. What you think? She started laughing, like, start trying to be funny, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, bro, We drive there, we pull up, park the van. Everything's perfect when we get in the bar, bro. When we get out the bar, you know, I'm thinking, look, I'm finna hit a home run out the park. Perfect night at the bar, at the function. It was like a little mini concert. We come out, I asked the question, I'm like, yo, so what you trying to do? You want me to drop you off at your spot? She like, nah, I'm finna go back to your crib with you. Bro, when I come out, the car's towed. They don't tow the car, bro. So I'm really tight. I'm upset, bro. But this a shorty I like, so it's like I'm not really trying to show that side of me yet, you know, because of her looks. Instead of me, but like, yo, what the? They done told the whip, bro. Like, what they on out here? Because you gotta keep in mind, it's after the concert, like 2 something. We supposed to be going back to my crib, Netflix, chilling vibes. This is my crush. I've been kicking it with her. I've been knowing her, so it's like it's about time to really get to the next level. So the whip is going, and she's excited, like just because she had a good night. She not thinking about that. So what happened to the car? I'm like, it just got told. She's like, oh, it don't even matter. She had a good night. So I'm like, dang, she ain't even tripping at the whip toll. So remember, I had us. This is a crazy story. I had us ride some bikes from the bars to like this little college that was right there, and it was gonna take a lift. So me and Shorty riding on the freeway and all types of. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, dang, I got my crush riding a bike out here. This is lame. You know what I mean? She's so pretty. She not gonna think this is cool, bro. You feel me? She not gonna want me after this. Like we ride bikes, homie. We supposed to be in the whip going back to the crib, but she won't go back to the crib with your boy. Long story short, bro. We rode the bike to a certain spot, but her boyfriend at the ex was tracking her location, so he pulled up at the time. They was fighting in the car or whatever. You know what I mean? She still booked me the lift that we was gonna take. You feel me? Cause we both gonna take the lift. She came the next morning, early morning, went with me to get my car out. Didn't want me to go to work, wanted to go to breakfast. And what she told me was this, bro. She was like, man, that was the most fun I've had in a long time. And I'm like, what? That was the most fun you had in a long time. How? Because she said, well, I ain't really had so many adventures. But this is somebody that's so attractive to me that I'm thinking like, yo, the night is ruined. I got her riding a bike. She went and told me, she told her sister about this. She told her mom about this. She just thought this was so fun. Bro, the whole time, I'm not thinking this is fun. I'm thinking this is lame. We riding bikes on the freeway. We riding bikes from the club. The car towed. But it just shows you that, bruh, looks isn't everything. Because my whole time I'm focused on this being the smoothest night possible. Nothing can go wrong because how Shorty look. Shorty's just focused on having a good time. At the end of the day, when men chill with women that they think are so attractive, they focus so much on the looks, they don't know how to be themselves. I wasn't not being myself, but in the moment of my car getting towed, bro, I was tight. I ain't want to ride no bikes. I want to complain about that junk, but it's like, nah, I gotta be cool. The shorty that I think is super attractive here, she's here. I gotta be chill. You know what I mean? So when you're basing everything on looks, it's hard for you to even talk to a girl normally, bro. Most of y'all freeze up. Y'all see a girl that's so attractive, y'all be like, man, I gotta have the perfect script to her. What's something that's I could say that's eye catching, and it's like you're only acting like that because you're looking at her looks. You're looking at her looks. At the end of the day, the world is superficial. People judge you of your looks, and you might think I'm attractive because of certain things. Certain things you might have might be attracted to somebody, but it's just as a design. You might get to know me and find out, look, I'm a horrible person. Even though I look good, you once you find out I'm a horrible person, you don't care that I look good. So looks really don't matter. It's really about the functionality of a person. How do they make you feel? How do they talk to people? Are they kind? Are they genuine? Are they generous? Is what they're saying gonna make a difference in your life? I could look good and I could sit up here all day and be like da 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 da, and it does nothing for you guys, bro. You know, I could just get up here and get the freshest fade, the freshest clothes, and just chill and be like this on the live the whole time. Like, You know, like fixing my eyebrows, you know what I mean? Combing my beard. I just do that on the live the whole time. But what does that do for y'all? Nothing. It don't do nothing for y'all. Like, just right now, if I go outside, see a fine shorty, I can admire what I see. But what happens in my life after that? Like, nothing. It's just a design that you can admire. But everybody goes off of looks. There's people that get here, they like, yo, take the mask off. We want to see how you look. Even if you see how I look, what do you do? What happens next? Do you become a millionaire? Do your life get better? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop just wanting a base and judge people off of looks. It's just a design. You might not like certain cars because the design, but somebody's gonna buy that car. You feel me? Let's think about how looks is superficial. Bro, you're gonna get tired of looking at certain things. Honestly. It's guys out there, bro. Listen, they got the sexiest wife that if me and you see them, we'll be like, yo, this shorty is NBL. What's up? She's so fire. Look, we need her, man. My boy said I look sus. See, there you go again with the looks. y'all all about looks, bro. That's what this video is about. It's like looks is a superficial way to judge people and who you like and who you don't like. That's what people do with looks. Yo, what's up, Chewy and Chibi? You know what I mean? So back to what I was saying. There's guys out there, they have the sexiest wives. Like looks wise. You feel me? But they're sick of looking at some of them are sick of looking at those women, not in the sense of like they're gonna leave them, but they've seen them so much, bro. Does that make sense? It's like eventually they've got accustomed to how this person looks. Now the woman in perspective I'm talking about, this person's wife, when they leave the house, dog, everybody is like, wow, whoa, oh my gosh, she's so sexy, because they don't see that person regularly. Like, I don't know if you following that analogy. Let me make a different one. Let's say new shoes. Me and you, we go to Foot Locker. We get the newest Jordans, retros, the Nigel joints, the red ones. You heard? Now we geeking like, yo, we got the Nitro joints, yo. Exactly, NBL Fever, you follow me. We got the Nike joints, yo. We can rock those a few times here and there, this and that. But man, you gonna get tired of the look. It's not gonna be the same look as when you first got it. You know what I mean? Now you might want the sixes that's coming out, or the 12s, or the 11s. You know what I'm saying? This is looks. It's like a momentary attraction and feel, but then it's like not forever. How a person makes you feel is forever. What I'm gonna say to you that might click and change your life is forever. The reason I'm on YouTube is because somebody said something that clicked. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy GoPro Goals. Y'all tap in with bro GoPro Goals, but looks is just a superficial thing. Cause bro, trust me, I used to work at a gas station. It was an older guy, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, the older guy looked like he just been through like a hard life. My man got one of those gritty looks. You know what I mean? But most people, they don't want to interact with bro because of how he look. And I'm not superficial, bro. Like, I give you a chance. How you make me feel depends on if I interact with you or not. That's when you get closed off or you let through. So they weren't like ringing him up. Like, people would literally walk away when bro coming in. So, bro, I rang everybody up, even people I ain't even like. I just wouldn't even talk to them. I'd just be straight faced, you know what I mean? So the old guy come in, whatever, I ring him up. He like, yo, appreciate you, man. You always got good customer service. Woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, for sure, G. You know what I mean? Long story short, one night I'm trying to lead it to work. I must have locked my keys in my car, bro. I swear my life. The older guy was posted outside, so I'm trying to get in my car. He like, what's up, young buck? You good? I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to get in the whip. You know, hey, can't get in the whip. He like, man, hold on, I got you. So he got a hanger. Bro, when it got a hanger, I don't know where he got a hanger. He went in there, shimmy the door, lift the lock. He like, yeah, now you can get in your whip. And I'm like, man, good looking, OG. When you learn to do that? He like, man, you know, skills in here. I got a lot of skills, bro. I don't show. But out of everybody out the store, I rock with you. You feel me? Because it's like I treated him just like a normal person. If I was going off a look, I'd be like, man, I don't know about him. He kind of he look a certain way, man. Like, but if his character and demeanor was different, I wouldn't rock with him because that's what matters. Is his morals, character, and principles. But it's like in that situation, if I'm mistreating him on his looks, he probably wouldn't have helped me get in no whip. I had to call like a key service company that's gonna be more money. He literally had got a hanger, messed with the door to lift the lock. He showed me how to do it. Like, let me show you something. Show me how to do that jump. Lifted the lock, got in there, got my keys, was able to leave work. But I wouldn't have had that opportunity if I was like everybody at my job and not wanting to ring him up because of how he looked, bro. You feel me? Look is nothing, bro. It's like you're gonna get tired of how somebody look, man. Yo, yo, shout out to Chun Chibi. You say you like the name, yeah, YS. You know, um, the reason I even picked YS is because of the look of the name. The look is weird. When people say see the name, it's just like what is that? You know, I wanted you to see something that wasn't like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like so when you see it just pops. You know, but at the end of the day, bro, don't let looks be the reason why you don't like a person. Why you like a person. Get to know the person. Get to know them morally. Get to understand what their character's like, what their heart's like, cause it's all about good or bad, bro. It ain't about beautiful and ugly. You know what I mean? Like if you look at Beauty and the Beast, you gotta think why does the beauty want to be with a beast? If we think about look, it's like why does Beauty want to be with the beast? Don't Beauty want to be with Beauty? You know what I'm saying? And it's not about looks, bro. Nah, yeah, I could get on here, I could take the mask off, take the hat off. You guys like how I look, and then what happens next? What happens next? Do we become super special after that? Or what happens? Because I'm gonna be honest, like the reason I got this on is bro, my look even has a problem in real life. My look has a problem in real life, bro. Like I notice when I'm around guys and their girls, it's a problem. You feel me? Either these guys are thinking that, look, I'm attractive enough to where their girl likes me, or I'm attractive enough to where I look better than them. And it's like, even in that situation, what can I do in that situation to take your girl? I'm here shopping. I've had this situation like this happen, bro. I'm in the store. I'm just focused on getting groceries, bro. It's dude with his girl shopping. His girl's in the aisle with me. She trying to look at the same stuff, cause bro, most of the time women are going off of looks, bro. That's what they do. That's how they're brought up to go off of looks. Like a girl might be like, I don't want to talk to him. He's ugly. I don't like him because he's not tall. I don't like him because his nose is big or whatsoever. That's just how women are brought up off of looks. They focus on beauty. They take a lot of time with accessories. So it's like naturally that's how they go. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter for men really, and the way you look is you're supposed to maintain that, bro. That's up to you to maintain. Yeah, some people here they don't like how they look. Maintain what you got. You feel me? It's about maintaining what you got. Yeah, shout out to MBL. He said they worry about beauty or money, bro. Facts. So most of the time women are judging you based off your looks. So you judging another guy off his looks is like, why do you care? Why do you care? Even you judging a girl off her looks is like, why do you care? The look don't belong to you. The look belong to them. My look belong to me. Your look belong to you. Like I can't be like, yo, I like your look, bruh. I want your look. I can't do that. Or I can't see somebody be like, look, I don't like your look, bruh. I want to change your look. I can't do that. So why do it matter if this person look like this? It shouldn't matter to me. It's all about how I look. You know what I'm saying? Everybody People don't like themselves because they so focused on somebody else. Look, they don't even look at their good features they got, bro. A lot of people have good features to themselves. You might be so obsessed with who Brad Pitt's look, you don't even look at what you got going for you. You know what I mean? Everybody has something going for you. You might have a nice smile, bro. You might have the most perfect eyebrows or something. You feel me? You might have nice color eyes. Your hair might be amazing. You might have a nice physique. But it's a lot that people have going for them, but they can't pay attention to that because they over here looking at how this person look. Why do it matter how this person look? It does nothing for you because that is their look. You know what I mean? And one of the main reasons is like, bro, the whole world is based on looks. They make everything about looks. You see the videos online a lot where those guys, they have like supercars and they go to the gas station or something and they try to pick up a girl. And the girl might not even look at them because they not jewelried out. They might have a regular shirt, like a nice fit, but not super fancy. And she might not give them a chance, or sometimes they might go bummy. You know what I mean? Casual shorts, plain tee. And the female is not going to give him a chance because she's like, he looks like nothing. Until the guy hops in a foreign car or the Corvette or whatsoever he has, a McLaren, and then the girl, like, her perspective is different. It's like, oh my God, he looks like something. Whole time the car gonna be a rental. Whole time the car gonna be his granddad's. The whole time the car gonna be his friend. But that's the superficialness in looks right there in a nutshell explained. Like this person is only wanting to rock with this person or liking this person because of this look. But what if this look is not really their look? You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of times you see this with guys, you know, girls who experience guys who just fabricate stuff. Like a guy might be on the line, man, money phone, he online, money phone picture, man. He online, Tesla vibes, he hibachi vibes, he Osaka vibes, you know, like this is all the image online. And you might be like, yo, that man really like that, like that man got the cheese. But you going off the look whole time, Buddy ain't got that bread. That's not his money. Buddy not eating Osaka. That's his friend's video. You know what I mean? Buddy ain't Tesla vibes. That's a rental car they used. You know what I'm saying? And you respect this person based on the look. You don't even really know this person. But that's the superficialness in looks. Because, bro, I'm telling you, I done been around people I thought was really on their game. And it was all a look, a image. Nothing was really happening with this person to where it ruined my perspective of the person. Like, man, they can't be like this. First perspective, like, nah. Cause I'm looking at how they was looking online, like, yeah, they really like that. Then I get around them and I'm like, nah, this can't be like this. But that's the superficialness when you go off of looks. You're unable to see who's real, who's not real, who's a good person, who's not a good person. Why? Because you're going off of their looks. You know what I'm saying? You're going off of their looks. When I get on here, y'all have fun with me. Y'all are entertained. Y'all feel good. Y'all laugh. Those are the things that matter. Because even if you get a supermodel today, bro, at some point, like I said, man, the looks is going to fade. It's going to be about what I just listed that matters. How do they make you feel? Like, do they treat you nice? Are they kind? Do they share life experience? Are they a cool person? Can you talk to them? You know what I mean? Like, it's been a lot of times, if I was basing life over looks, it's girls that I would be like, dang, I shouldn't have got with that girl because she was out of my league. If you was going off for looks, and a lot of guys have this issue when it comes to dealing with women, bro. It's a lot of times it's women that's mad sexy, fam. And I'm not no super pretty boy type guy, you feel me? I dress nice, take care of myself, shave, but I'm not a super pretty boy. You know, I try to be clean and smooth. So the girls that I'm talking about, you would see them with like mad pretty boy type vibes. But in talking to them, some of them would say like, man, I ain't gonna lie, like I like you. I don't even really know why I like you for real. Like you're like an exception because normally I talk to this type guy. But it's like, okay, man, she must like it the way I make her feel then. So it's not really always about looks. Cause you see guys out there sometimes, you see guys with some gorgeous women and you be wondering like, man, you superficially being hunted, y'all be like, man, bro, ugly as ever, man. Like, how you get that girl? And y'all done said that, bro. A lot of y'all done said that about people y'all seen in public, but maybe the girl didn't really care about the guy's looks because looks don't matter. Maybe this guy's a phenomenal person or this girl's a phenomenal person. There's it's both ways. Sometimes there's guys that are dating women that other women think are so unattractive that shouldn't be with that person, but that person's phenomenal. They have phenomenal characteristics and phenomenal personality because everything that is really of importance is inside the body, bro. Nothing of importance is really outside the body. It's inside. You feel me? Like, so look past the person. Look, understand who the person is. Get to know the person. You said, bro, it's summertime. Why you got the shiesty on? Start a fight with your neighbor. You can't, you ever see a woman so pretty that you can't talk to her? But see, NBL, a